Anyway, that's 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be on PS5.
I think 2020 is going to be a really interesting year. There's going to be a lot of changes. Yes. I think there are a lot of... I think I'm looking forward to seeing what's happening in 2020.
Stadia, baby.
The video game Stadia is going to have its moment.
I'm out. Big year.
I think there's going to be a lot of unexpected stuff that's not on this list.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to just come down and just blow us all away. Anyway, Dan, we got one more news story here. You pulled this one.
Oh, yes, I did pull this one. I've got some news that I will no longer be hosting the Giant Beastcast.
You didn't like it?
I made it halfway through.
It didn't work out. Sorry, Dan.
I'm not hosting it, but it's because this is actually my last Beastcast. It is my last day, as if you are hearing this right now, at Giant Bomb. And it's also my last day in games.
What?
Is
this a shoot work?
It is a shoot.
Is this a job?
You are not being worked right now.
Am I Mark?
It's been 15 years between working at a newspaper reviewing games to going to Game Informer for 5 years to being here, longest out of all of them.
This is a really fucked up way to announce it to us.
Yeah, is it? Oh, yeah. You're just now hearing it for the first time.
I should have saved it for a live stream.
Would have really liked some notice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you are my boss. Yeah.
You could have at least, gone to the trouble of wearing a T-shirt for wherever it is you're going to be working, and then pulling off the T-shirt to show.
That plays on audio really well too.
Dan's going to become the Terminator.
Yeah. So here's a little glimpse.
By the way, this is real.
This is real. Yes. So this is this is going to be a span of time that is probably crazier than any span of time in my life.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank
me
you.
too.
Thank you.
I will miss you here dearly.
I will miss it here. I will miss all of you guys. I'll miss the West Coast crew. I'll miss the folks in the city. I'm moving out of the state.
Yes.
No, I'll definitely miss you, Dan. You're one of my best friends in the office.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Likewise. Yes. This is. I will miss all of you, even Jeff.
I was just going to say, I'm not going to miss you. Good fucking riddance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just getting that out
there. A lot
there.
of hard truths being uttered here on this podcast today.
This is what you get for treating me like duty at the top.
Oh, I like
Wait, Dan, you were talking. I don't want to step over your last words here.
So I was saying that I'll stick around for the rest of the podcast.
No, this is it. We got to get you out of here.
you got to go.
Am I going to get kicked out?
What are you going to do? Bury him in
Why
your
is Eugene
backyard?
knocking on the window?
I've got a 2-foot hole. I got to get moving here. It's filling up with water.
All right. So today, if you're hearing this, it is January 3rd. I am moving out of the state on January 4th, and I am starting my new job on January 6th.
Yes.
And I am stepping behind the scenes. I am no longer going to be...
What scene?
At a new job, in a new industry.
The scene will be revealed at a later date.
I will say this much right now. I don't know when or how I'm going to announce it. I'm sure it'll be very soon. But when I told Brad Shoemaker, he told me that it is possibly the least surprising career move in history.
I think that's
which is funny because
pretty dead on balls.
when Austin was offered an EIC, this one maybe even is more least surprising.
On brand.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, well, yeah, of course,
of course,
I have to do
right.
this.
In the offers you can't refuse.
Right.
Yeah.
You're going to become a Taco Bell.
It'll always be inside me.
Oh God.
Ooh, that's everybody's Taco Bell.
Oh brother.
I've seen some
that's
reports.
an accurate description of Taco Bell food.
Yes.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
Are you going to delete your Twitter?
No.
Are you going
That's
to?
number one.
I'm asking questions.
Okay.
Are you going to renounce gaming forever?
I will play. That's the thing. I have never tired of gaming. I love playing games. I am looking forward to playing games as a fan.
Oh,
and
a fan of games.
I was a joyous gamer.
Yeah, which I'm curious how that's going to change. I've seen even in the recent months where it's just like, man, I'm just playing a ton of just Call of Duty. Am I going to just get really more into certain games rather than feeling the need to kind of play everything? Am I not going to realize games like a Stardew Valley that I wouldn't have normally heard about if I didn't have this job?
I don't know.
Are you going to listen to the Beastcast still?
I've never listened to a gaming podcast, and
I love the sincere hesitation
Yeah.
here.
Right. Just say yes.
Just say no.
Honestly,
Just say no.
it's fine. I understand.
I
Just be
don't.
like, yeah, I'll listen to it.
I just don't
be
listen.
like,
I love
yeah,
your
I'd love to
number
hear
one podcast in the universe. Don't
Ben-
miss an episode.
Ben Hansen and Tim Turry, two of my best friends on the planet, they ran the Game Informer show for years after I left. I never heard that. I just don't.
It's fine. Look, I don't listen to our podcast.
I wish all of you the best in success and Giant Bomb and Giant Beastcast and everything. I just don't really want to listen to video game podcasts.
That's
I
fine.
don't blame you
Yeah.
in the slightest.
I just don't think. I think I don't think you could escape the life.
That's the thing. It's like my social circle and everything after all the years of doing this is so deeply tied to games. And the place I'm going, there's going to be a lot of people that play games there too. So like I'm very much, I think I will be aware when games are coming out. Maybe I won't know every release date or something, but I want to play everything.
Sure.
You know, or all the things I normally would.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, and so I'm very excited just
But you play them at your own pace.
Yeah.
Play them at your leisure.
Definitely.
Play them, buy them.
Yes. So yeah, I don't know.
Are you going to be able to? Are you going to write games off anymore on your taxes?
I can't really. Well,
No.
no, I don't know.
Don't tempt fate.
Hey, all you got to do is do some side game stuff. Once in a while, just you're still writing books, right? You never know.
Yeah, well, actually, I do have permission to. I told the new place, I was like, hey, I would still like to be able to have a voice in games and stuff, and tweet about games, and occasionally do a guest spot or something on gaming podcast. I got to go ahead for that.
Keep that research up.
So
you never know.
For taxes. Yeah.
This won't be the last time we see you talking about video games somewhere.
No, I'm going to be extremely busy with the new job. I'm going to be traveling more,
but it's not games focused.
No.
Yes.
No, it is not games focused.
I want to know when I will miss your enthusiasm for saying really ridiculous features you want to try, and the challenge of trying to make those work. And I was going over this in the because you had told us a little bit ago, and I was kind of going over in my head of like, I hope he feels fulfilled here with the stuff that trying to go over the things that you mentioned you wanted to do in the 2 years, 2 years,
2.5, I think, right?
That you've been
here on
the
the
East
East
Coast?
Coast. I moved out here at the
studio.
beginning of 2017. So actually, like coming up 3 years now.
Yeah.
So in that time, do you feel like we have made most of the things we did the Command and Conquer stuff?
I wanted to raise a Seaman.
What?
Oh, you never told us that one.
I think maybe I just had a post-it note on my desk for like 3 years. I don't know.
I never heard that one.
Maybe I brought it up in San Francisco. I had that idea for a long time.
Wow, that's a fun one. I wish we did that.
Yeah, that could be fun. I wanted to do more of the RTS stuff. I'm glad we got to do that one with Mahardy. That was super fun. There were like larger stunty things that just like time-wise and schedule-wise we weren't able to do.
Like what?
I was going to do the thing where I tried to go out of my comfort zone and be trained to perform in a Broadway play by Broadway Alex Boniello, and have him take me to the most like cat's ass weird Broadway thing.
Could you? Who would let you do that?
Alex was game for like he had ideas
That
and
sounds so
places
fun.
where I could go and like practice the dance routines and like have to put on all the ridiculous makeup and stuff like that.
But you can come back. You can do. Here, let's do it with Jeff now. I'll film it.
Yeah, I mean, we could do like an all-access show or something like that.
I wanted to do the photo shoot with the WWF New York
that
jacket.
never happened.
I brought it up a few times, just timing-wise, didn't work out. I remember one time I called the Empire State Building. We were going to film something on the roof of the Empire State Building.
It was like last minute. You got shockingly far in.
I did. I was talking to the Empire State Building people and got pretty close.
They almost let you do it, and
But
then
they
I think
did
once
not, though,
you,
right?
it was like when you were like, "Yep, we work for CBS Interactive," and like you went pretty far, and then it was like, "So where do you actually work?" And you're like, "Giant Violence, a video game website," and they're like, "Bye."
Yeah. Yes. But no, I a lot of those big ones I always wanted to do.
I feel like Stealing My Sunshine was one of those early things that you were kind of kicking around. The Shenmue endurance run was something that you had talked about wanting to do for a while.
You
and
guys
you
should do the second one. You guys should do Shenmue too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else.
Man, Burgle went through so many different permutations.
Yeah.
Burgle.
Let's start at Steel before
Steal My
happened.
Sunshine, yeah. That was one of my favorites I did out here. I really like doing all those This Is the Runs with you. There were a few This Is the Runs we had discussed doing. I don't know if you want to, you might
We might
continue
we might still do them, but
Okay. There's some good ones we had. We had somebody send in a game and a recommendation for it, and I always wanted to check that out.
that Contra
game.
Hardcore one was good.
That was a blast.
That was good.
I love that.
Soul Calibur one was a mistake.
Oh, yeah.
That was a bad move.
You didn't talk to Jason A. Stryker about going up against me in fighting games and how
No,
obnoxious I can be.
I hadn't really realized that.
That
we
was
should
fun.
never. We
I
should never
enjoyed
do
that.
a competitive one.
Well,
again.
how about we, my last day being Friday,
Yeah.
how would you guys, have you guys ever done 50 turns of Mario Party?
It sounds lovely.
No one would
I
ever
have
do that.
electively a ton of times.
Okay.
Growing up, that's all we would ever
It's a
do
good
was 50
time.
turns.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
You know what would make it even more fun? What if we did a Mario Party pizza party?
Sure.
Yeah?
I don't know. We can get pizza. I
If
guess.
this is how
Mario
you want,
Party?
if this is how you want to say goodbye to your coworkers, by all means, let's do it.
I was thinking more like we go get 40s and
We get clawed up.
just. Oh yeah, you're well, that's what you're on, right? Claws.
Yeah, I could do it 40.
Just a claw per turn, right? 50,
what?
50 white claws.
Okay, yeah.
Wow. Well, that would be the end for sure.
I don't want to live like that.
Just roll us out of here into an ambulance. Yeah, I figured also we'd probably go out to lunch someplace nice. So I don't know if we want to eat pizza.
Let's just go to town, man. Come on,
Okay,
last
listen,
day.
we can get a pizza if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to die. in the
We were
process.
talking about getting lunch.
Yes.
I asked you to pick a place.
Look,
that you
Right,
wanna go to
actually, yeah,
lunch.
I forgot about the lunch part.
Let's
yeah.
be real. The Mario Party is the bigger part of this equation anyway.
It always
so,
is.
I'm
yeah.
gonna bring a special controller.
All right.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So one that you could wrap in plastic, so there's pepperoni and pizza all over it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dan, it's been real great having you here. It's been a lot of
I miss you,
fun.
buddy.
It's been hard working with you sometimes, but
I feel like everyone I've worked for has said that at some point.
But like I said, I think the excitement you bring. It has been fun. It is like a raw. It's like okay.
Would you say it's like a roller coaster ride?
It's like in the movies. In the sci-fi movies, when there's just the fucking well of power that shoots up into the sky, and then trying to direct it in a way, you know what I'm saying?
Are you
Like,
saying that he is Gaia?
I'm saying,
Is he the life force of the Earth?
I'm saying if you look right into the arc, your face will melt.
Yeah.
But if you can kind of just close your eyes and direct the power, it's very good.
thank you.
But it'll blind you if you try to.
You need a series of mirrors.
If someone at home is not photoshopping a gif of the fucking weird ghosts coming out of the Ark of the Covenant and making one of the ghost faces Dan's happy fucking smiling mom.
Just holding a
Yes.
copy of Mario Party.
If someone is not doing that right now, you are fucking up.
But that's good because it's better to have an abundance of energy than too little, right?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of those ideas are from your genesis. You know, like you come up with the idea. I mean, they go through permutations, they get work, but like you're there. I want to do this. I want to do this.
Yeah.
To the exclusion of everything else.
I get very I get very excited about my ideas.
We definitely had a lot of talk about the RTS thing, and I was very glad we did it.
Yeah.
To finally work that out. So like, I'm glad that would happen. And I'm glad Bananas happened, and Sunshine happened.
Like GTA
and Winter Games happened, which is a lot of fun.
I will say this to you as
GTA.
your friend and as your colleague. There's only one man on this earth I would let tie me to an office chair, and there's only one man on earth I want to spit red mist in the face of. And it is you, my friend.
That
If I
feature
Nintendo stick.
also.
I love that Civ stream.
Yeah, Dan learned Civ.
But then we did a real one, so it's fine. Always forgiven.
Man, you try a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You try a lot of things.
Well, and you know what? It's really exciting for me because I am going into another creative endeavor in a new industry, and so like I will get to keep coming up with new ideas, and it's going to be very different.
Take everything you learned here about tying people to chairs. And,
Yes.
That might be dangerous.
All right, fair enough.
So yeah, I have really enjoyed your time here. I will miss you. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Likewise.
And we will have hopefully not here the last of Dan Reichert, maybe at Giant Bomb, but of course elsewhere.
Yeah,
You'll let people know when you feel comfortable talking about it.
Yeah, I am still going to do a podcast.
Yes, you have a panning the stream now that we can finally talk about it. That it doesn't feel too weird to say you're running your outside podcast.
Yes, I never plugged my outside stuff here, but for those who maybe just listen to the podcast and don't know, my wife Bianca, we do a podcast called Panning the Stream, and we're coming up on like 100 episodes. They go up every Sunday, and we just watch stuff on Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, YouTube, anything we can find, anything that we can stream, basically, and then talk about it. And so we've done 3 seasons of My Hero Academia. We've done all of Evangelion, stuff like the Castlevania Netflix series, even like old movies like Cable Guy and Bram Stoker's Dracula.
And where can people catch that?
Anywhere you get your podcasts. So it's just called Panning the Stream.
And where are you? Where are you on Twitter?
I'm at Dan Reichert, Dan RYCKERT, and I'll continue occasionally posting stuff on there.
And you can catch more of Painting the Stream's Dan Reichert tomorrow, or you're watching this, listening to this today. On we're going to have him on as a guest for Playdate. Yeah.
I'm still getting paid. I made sure.
We're going to do some Mario Party It'll be a play date, or should we call it? We haven't even put it in the
Fuck
calendar.
it.
Is it Mario Party?
It's something.
Mario
Yeah.
Party Pizza Party.
Where does it go?
Let's
really
get lunch and also pizza.
I like Mario Party Pizza Party, and then I just totally forgot about the lunch. Let's do both.
We
Do
could
both.
have-
Wait, let's
okay.
get Mario Party ice cream party.
Ooh.
That's messy. That's
Yeah,
gonna,
but
that's
it-
gonna,
but
it's
it's
already hot in here.
No one says
We can
ice cream
make
party.
Sundays.
You could say ice cream party.
No
Sure.
one says that.
Yeah, they do. Ice
Not
cream
as much
party's
as
totally
pizza
a thing.
party.
Okay, what about
No, third
ice
grade-
cream party?
Third grade
Ice cream
teachers
party.
say ice cream party.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
pizza
okay.
party. Yeah. But more importantly, it's a Mario Party.
It
damn
is a Mario
That's right.
Party.
Dan, I will say this about you. Having podcasted with all these people and you for a very long time, there is no one like you. I've never met
This is
in
true.
my
It's
Like the
life
Scorpion song?
I agree with this.
someone like you.
Yeah.
That no one asks me more
that has
about
survived
anyone.
this long.
Oh,
Why? Just like fumbling through life?
Yeah, that
I haven't fumbled. This has all been by design.
Sure, we'll go with that. I've never had to answer the same question more times than the question I get about you, Dan. And
Oh,
is
yeah?
he for real?
And what do you say?
You're goddamn right. He's for real.
Oh, it's a shoot. It's
a
always
shoot?
a shoot.
That's the real
It's
one.
real.
I've
Yeah.
never met anyone like you before, and I will miss you
Oh,
because you never know what you're going to get with you.
thank you so
and
much,
I think,
Jeff.
it'll be different for sure.
Well, I will miss you
Wish
too.
you all the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Whatever Taco Bell you wind up in.
CEO of Taco Bell, Dan Reichert.
Whatever menu item you transform into.
Chicken quesadilla? Yeah.
Shoot, I'm sorry I forced you out by buying that pencil.
That was the beginning of the end
To this day, the only thing written in there is didn't realize steak and hamburger. Never thought about steak and hamburger coming from the
People
same
are
animal.
so mad about that thing.
Oh, that people thought that you were like
it's
actually.
like,
Yeah.
my
they're like
God.
springing this whole thing on you in the middle of it. You're good.
Thank you.
We are
Yeah.
going to need like a regular sort of delivery of questions and thoughts.
Yeah, can you just send in questions to the podcast
You know what?
regularly?
Honestly, I think we're okay. I think we'll be okay without the questions.
No, I think Dan needs to be sending in questions
No,
on
Should
a
I just
regular
email
basis.
the Beastcast?
No,
If I
you
have
should
these?
just send in corrections when we're wrong. Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Hey,
I'll
I
send
just
some questions.
But no, he'd have to listen to the show in order to do that.
just send them in anyway.
Abby, you handle the emails. Will you relay my questions?
if I get them from you, I'll take them on a case-by-case basis.
We
Okay.
really just need to keep in touch with Bianca because every time I hang out with Bianca, she goes, "Oh, you're not going to believe this shit. He didn't tell you about this." Did he?" She's like, "No, tell me."
Gee, here's more than
So,
anyone.
yeah.
Yeah. She just,
I can only
she just,
imagine.
We got to go right to the source.
she just asked her for her journal she bought you. People know where to find you. Panning the Stream at Dan Reichert on Twitter.
Yep.
And keep an eye out for this guy. I feel like he's going places. Watch out, world. Dan Reichert's on the loose. Thank you very much for your years here, and Giant Bomb will never forget your time here. You have defined, I would say, you defined a period of Giant Bomb.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's very kind of you to say.
Yeah, I think
you very much.
there will definitely be the Dan Reichert period of Giant Bomb.
Yeah,
I-
your era.
Yeah,
Thank
Yeah.
you. I had
highlighted in brown
I had
gross. I don't know what that
for
means.
duty.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for doing his duty.
duty.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you all so much for. I know I always had weird ideas, and a lot of them, may have seemed really dumb or whatever. And you guys were always willing to indulge me on them and hear out my ideas. And I think most of them came to fruition.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
did.
We did full-on Donkey Kong game shows and stuff like that, and I just loved being able to have the freedom to get as stupid as I wanted to get with video games, and whether that was, riding a roller coaster or, making a Mario Sunshine game show, I always got the chance to do that here, and I will always be thankful for the experience and for working with all of you, and to everyone, the Giant Bomb fans throughout the years and everything. Sure, I've frustrated some of them at times, but hopefully overall they enjoyed what I brought to the site. I had a real good time.
Everyone on your keyboards, hit F to pay respects right now. Semper Games, brother.
Yeah. It's just too bad that we're going to have to cancel the Patriotic Games feature.
You had a good run.
Yeah, we had a good one.
Had a good
People
run.
loved it.
We just kind of knew that we couldn't keep it going.
Yeah.
Just so, like when you start that high, so like you can only go
then where
down.
do you even go? Where do you
we
even go?
realized it wouldn't get to 277 episodes, so like why even start, right?
Yeah,
right,
If
right.
you're never going to see it pass, we knew this moment would come.
Yes.
Dan, I don't think there's anything left to say except tune in for Mario Party Pizza, possibly ice cream party.
Yes. Mario Party is the one surefire thing.
That's what we can guarantee.
We'll start that tomorrow, and for you to sign us off at this Beastcast, this final Beastcast, as an official employee of Giant Bomb.
Yes.
I will say to everybody before we go, happy birthday if it's your birthday, and thanks for listening. And here's Dan Reichert saying goodbye.
Everyone, thanks for listening. Goodbye.